One thing I really miss from my time in corporate sales is getting yelled at for not being in the office at 4 p.m. on a Friday. For those that don't know, there are only two reasons to do sales. The first is the money, and the second is the freedom to not be at the office at 4 p.m. on a Friday. There's no other reason to do this job. Now, here's the thing. There was an unwritten rule, if you had a good manager, that if you hit quota and took care of your customers, you could come and go as you please. They weren't going to hassle you, especially at the end of the day on Friday. But not with demons. If you were managed by a demon, their unwritten rule was to imprint as much evil as they could upon you in almost any situation. Shout out to George. And he did this. He sent someone over who worked in operations on the other side of the office at the end of the day on a Friday to walk by our desks and see if we were there or not. And I wasn't one of these days. And a week later, during our one-on-one, he brought it up and he goes, Ryan, just to clarify, if there's no appointment in your calendar, blah, 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 you have to be in the office till 5. And here's the thing. In previous years, I just lied. I would have said, oh, I'm sorry, George, I didn't get this in my calendar. I was out seeing blah, blah, blah. But I'm a few years deep with him. I've had enough. I'm really at my boiling point with him. And here's the thing. He had a favorite on the team. They got all the best accounts. They did a terrible job. Their customers always asked for a new rep, and they were never in the office. And I brought this up. I go, George, so-and-so, I said their name. I go, they haven't seen a Friday here in years. And he perked up at this. Demons hate to be called out for inconsistency. And he goes, Ryan, this is your one-on-one. We're not talking about anyone else. I go, no. If we're clarifying things, I go, are there different rules for different people on the team? And he goes, no, of course not. I go, let me re-clarify. And I got real intense. My eyes got real big. I stared directly at his horns and I go, same rules, enforced differently. And then we didn't speak for, I think, 10 seconds. And when I walked out of the one-on-one, I set up an interview with a competitor that I'd been putting off for 6 months.